CPU gate is what I'm calling this thing. Samsung, you better listen up because I'm about to call you out. For the last couple of years now, Samsung has been doing two different models of their Galaxy S and Note lineup of smartphones. This is the Galaxy with the Exynos processor and the Galaxy phones with the Snapdragon processor. And in the past, the Exynos processor has been slightly faster, or the Qualcomm processor has been slightly faster. But this is not acceptable, because if you're charging €1,000 for a phone or more now, people will be expecting the best of the best quality out of their smartphone they can get. They'll expect the same performance as if they got it in the United Kingdom, United States, Ireland, Germany, Brazil, wherever. They'll expect the same performance. But you messed up. Because this year, the Exynos processor barely performs any better than last year's Note 20, which, in contrast, the Qualcomm processor actually performs better this year, as shown by Jerry Rig Everything in this latest video. This is a significant issue for that Samsung really needs to get on. A couple of years back, iPhones used the same sort of thing, but it was a mix and match. TSMC and Samsung were making the processors for Apple, but the Samsung processors were slightly slower. Conspiracy theory? Apple remedied that once they noticed there was an issue there, and TSMC make all their CPUs now for their iPhones, which is perfectly reasonable. They're within their rights to do that because, TSMC were making the better product for them, so they're going to go with TSMC. Simple enough. I believe Samsung should do the same thing. They should just convert to Qualcomm CPUs on their entire lineup of Galaxy phones. Or at least if you're going to go Exynos, embrace Exynos. Do not just go for this region gets Snapdragon, this region gets Exynos. Stop. It's not acceptable for any company to differentiate their phones based on regions in a way like that. That's like if you went to a Ford dealership and you ordered a 2020 model of Ford Focus. Then you got your Ford Focus, you were grand. 0 to 60 speeds, say for example, were 3 seconds or something like that. Then another dealership was selling the same car, but it went 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. That would be the same case. You cannot differentiate your product based on performance unless you're going to charge less for the phone with less performing CPUs. It's basic, Samsung. You cannot be taking people's money, because people earn their money and they spend their money on these things. The battery life's worse on the Exynos model, and the CPU performance is actually worse than the Exynos model. This is not acceptable for an over €1,000 phone. Not acceptable at all. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is Samsung right in this case? Is Samsung going to switch to Qualcomm in your opinion? Do you think they should just switch to Exynos altogether? Let me know all your opinions, thoughts and the comments in the comment section below. I'm Connor, your host, and I'll catch you in the next one.